being grateful has really changed my life. Happiness is not tomorrow, happiness is not yesterday, happiness is really how I feel today. If you practice gratitude, you will feel the difference of your happiness. I always say the illusion is more comfortable than the reality. A lot of people are not really present in their body. I show the universe what I like. Before we start going into the show, I want to have a little moment of silence and bring really yourself and myself into the here and now. I'm really grateful that you're here and that you commit your time and curiosity to listen to my words. Today I'm going to share the most uplifting thought which exists in the universe. It's gratitude. And I would say being grateful has really changed my life, because I would say the universe is listening and responding, and if you're grateful or if you're happy about what the universe has presented for you, you get more of those positive emotions and feelings and experiences. Before I go into gratitude, I want to share a few thoughts, because I would say, at least in my perspective, the most two important things of life are actually happiness and health. And many people don't really know or they don't have the definition of themselves what is happiness or what is health or what is really important in life. And many times I see we focus on too many unimportant stuff, like success, how I'm perceived outside. And for example, COVID was a really good tool that people realized a lot of things don't really matter. Or when you get sick, you immediately prioritize health, for example. So it's kind of weird that we are too busy to not focus on happiness and health, which most of people would say is the two important things of life. Happiness, for me, it's quite easy. I would say it's how content I am with me and being in the here and now. Happiness is not tomorrow, happiness is not yesterday, happiness is really how I feel today. I would also say happiness we can really fake, but maybe that's a topic for another show, because our mind doesn't really know what's true. So I can be in a split second, I can feel happy even if I'm in a mini depression. I always have the power how to feel in that moment of time. Another thing for happiness, I would say, there is no lack of something. If you're happy, there is nothing really missing. And in my life right now, maybe a boat and a plane is missing. But that's not really important. It's not changing my happiness. It would only change how I travel. It would make my travel more efficient. It's not really important. I would also say happiness is not really about yourself. It's more how people would describe yourself. Then you have reached a really profound happiness. If people in your surroundings say you're generally happy, there are like people like this, they're always happy. We watched a car accident yesterday. I had 2 car accidents in my life. I was super happy. I was jumping out of the car and happy because I didn't die. So I didn't care about the car. That's what I mean with you have the choice of how you want to end that day, in a positive or in a negative feeling. The ultimate feeling of happiness is bliss or joy. Because happiness can be sometimes a little bit temporary. I buy a nice car, I'm happy for 2 weeks, and then again I want to have something more. And if you reach joy or bliss, ecstasy, your whole life is like you can dance every day. I would say I have maybe 1 or 2 days a month where I don't feel like this. So it still happens, and then I don't really fight it. I just observe why I'm sad, why I have my mini depression once a month. It's totally okay. It's not. I don't believe it's a must that we it's already, I feel already very blessed to have 28 days a month pure happiness and joy. Being free is my top value, so I can't be happy if my freedom is limited. And of course, COVID was a big freedom limitation or freedom limitator. I tell you in this show why gratitude or sharing gratitude is so a happiness booster, and why showing gratitude is a kind of a manifestation booster. Maybe a short comment on health, because health, as I said, usually we prioritize health after a challenge. I had a tumor in my brain, and then health was my top priority. You can't really feel happy if your body or if your health is if your temple feels shit, you feel like this. So if you have diseases or disorders, you can't really be happy, because it's always like a noise in the background. You have to maintain a healthier life, or I also say you need to be comfortable in your body, otherwise you can't be truly happy if your body is like in a shit position. I always say, for me, health is if you restore balance. How to heal yourself is restoring balance. I will do a separate show on that. For example, cancer, in my very personal experience, was the biggest sign of my body that something is imbalanced. So you have to find out how to restore balance. So again, in order to express gratitude or feel happiness, joy, bliss, you need to have it's correlating with health. Yeah, I mean, happiness, when you want to achieve it, you never have it. Like, really, there is a song, what you want, you don't have, and what you have, you don't want. And if you want to be happy, you know internally you're not happy. And you compensate it with success, money, and usually this kind of materialistic things. And yet it will not bring you true happiness. It will, as I shared, it will bring you temporary happiness. I would also call then happiness becomes entertainment. A lot is entertainment, I must say. Like, the whole world is full of entertainment. The consumption is entertainment. A lot of our food is entertainment. So it doesn't really bring you happiness. Happiness has to come from inside, and it's more a feeling than a thought. I can't have a thought, I want to be happy, it won't work. It has to be a feeling. I will share with you, of course, the gift of gratitude. If you practice gratitude, you will feel the difference of your happiness. Being in the now is, I would say, is very simple, but also it can be very difficult, because we are living in the age of overload of information. I mean, we are constantly, this is our being busy device, and the amount of information and the amount of distraction, I think, has never been bigger. The amount of data created on Earth also has never been bigger. So being in the here and now is also really a question of mindset. Where you want to be. Like, I see sometimes people traveling the world, but they're not there. Like, you're in the most amazing, let's say, hotels, and I travel a lot as well, but you're always somewhere else. Your mind is somewhere else. I mean, I shared in the video of meditation that with a few breaths you can be present in the here and now, or with your body, for example. Or, as I share with you, this practice of gratitude is also, I can be grateful for every little moment. I can be grateful even if I have a bad moment. I can be grateful that an enemy, for example, triggers the shit out of me. Like, I had many situations in life where I learned a lot through a disagreement or a fight. I always say the illusion is more comfortable than the reality. We are living in a world where sugar is free, entertainment is always abundant, is exciting, it's entertainment, I mean, it's more difficult to be 1 month alone in a quiet, let's say I go into nature 1 month just by myself, being offline, than living in a city. You know, we are not used to have a moment with ourselves. So I believe the biggest problem is really the amount of information we consume and the inability to be in control. I mean, I use my phone, I'm also addicted to my phone, and yet I can say I have control over my phone. I'm not controlled by it, even though I would say I'm very dependent on it. It's more a question who is in control. If you share gratitude, if you are more present in the here and now, and you are grateful for the here and now, you will see it brings you extra clarity or extra calmness. I love it. There is a book out there about soul-body fusion, and I had the honor, my spiritual teacher, I did a training on, it's called transpersonal. A lot of people are not really present in their body. What that means is more, we are a physical, I always say we have this physical spacesuit. It's a really gift. It helps us to have sensations. We have 5 physical sensations and 1 thought. A thought is also a sensation to analyze our environment. So we are energy and flesh or matter. And in many cases we are in the yesterday, and tomorrow we are not really present. And there is even, you can practice to be in the here and now and to be in your body. Or you can read it up if you Google soul body fusion, how you can get your soul better or more comfortable in your body. For many people this sounds very complicated. I would say you can really simplify. When you look at how the universe is built, the smallest building components are atoms, and atoms are 99.999% energy and 0.0001% matter. So that for me says everything, because I can understand now that we are more than just a physical being, and that we need to get comfortable or in peace that there is an invisible world, an energetic world around us. And I would say it's much more, it has a much larger impact than the physical world, but we are so focused on the physical world. I always need to smile, because manifestation feels like really an act of doing. Like, this is such a misunderstood word, or it becomes so not effortless, because everybody wants to manifest. They do like goal setting from morning till evening and visualization and etc. Instead of, I always say, I show the universe what I like with a little tool I will share in one moment. And the universe will respond, because I'm very clear which moment, what experiences I like. I like 5-star hotels, I like to meet extraordinary people, I like to travel the world, I like financial abundance. So if I'm able to share with the universe what I like, it makes sense that it gives you more of those experiences. But I don't need to overcomplicate it. I don't need to visualize how the person will look like, whatever. Because it's more effortless if I have the trust to the universe or the divine that whatever makes me happy or grateful will come into my life. It sounds quite easy. I usually say it's same like the screwdriver. Let's assume I'm a screwdriver. I don't need to worry how to screwdrive, you know. I'm just a tool to the divine, and the divine knows what to do with me. The only thing I have to do is to express gratitude that the universe knows what I like, what I don't like. I don't need to highlight what I don't like. Many people are actually doing this. They attract the miserable. I just shared before that I never focus on a plan B or what goes wrong. It's really crazy. Why would I focus on what goes wrong? I immediately put energy into plan B, C, what goes wrong. I can just be confident and grateful that if something goes wrong, I will find a way out. Nothing more. So maybe that you understand this. I shared a tool which actually my spiritual teacher shared with me, and it transformed my life. How to share gratitude. I have this little tool, and it's touching your heart and mind and universe. So you can say internally from my heart to my mind and to the universe. It's so simple. Like, it takes no time. You can do anywhere. I do sometimes 10 times or more every day. Like, I really, if you do it, I have clients I worked with, they embed it in their daily routines. They can notice after 7 days already a change. And if you do it, it's immediately, even your voice, everything becomes calmer because you connect the heart with the mind and to the universe. You really show I'm deeply grateful for, let's say, the food I have, the privilege of being here, working with the amazing people I can. So, but again, you have to express it. Otherwise, the universe doesn't know what you like, what you don't like. That's, in my opinion, enough of manifestation. We have a gift for our viewers today, and I would say it's the most profound and also the most simple thing, tool, whatever you call it, I learned the last 10 years. My spiritual teacher, bless him, Luca, he shared with me how to express gratitude, because we don't really learn that in school and we make it way too complicated. So the gift I'm sharing with a lot of people, and I tell them also to share with others, so you can share it also with your friends, is as simple as this. You touch your heart and the mind and the universe. So you say from my heart to the mind to the universe. And all the time when you're grateful, and it can be small things. I do it sometimes for food. I'm a foodie, and I'm grateful for having nice food. Many people have not the privilege to have enough food. So, or traveling the world or working with amazing people. And universe will send you more of those feelings. I mean, I have a lot of clients who practice this and they really felt the difference. It's working. So you do it for 7 days, you share it with others. You cannot do it wrong. And what I like also, it makes you change immediately. If you do it, and you can even say it out loud, it changes your voice. And the beautiful thing is also it synchronizes the heart and the mind, because those guys are not talking always the same language. So it's really nice to synchronize the heart and the mind and give it to the universe. I sometimes do it on my motorbike in Thailand, in the car, in the plane, even in business meeting. I don't care if people are watch me. I think sometimes they think I'm religious, or because it could be misunderstood. I like it a lot. So start practicing. As I said, start to practice to be more in the here and now, being more present in your body. Use the body as your presence tool, with or without breath, and expressing gratitude. And gratitude can be also it doesn't need to be always for positive things, or you can turn negative things into positive. As I said, the accident example. It would be a very negative thought. I turn it the other way around. I'm still alive, so I can express gratitude that nothing happened to me. So it's a total different energy, and it will create total different life experiences.